Alright, there we go. Hello. 3 hours works. I don't have to feel bad leaving early to start my own stuff. Fair enough, fair enough. Hello, YouTube. Okay, let's get into this and we can talk about where we are. So we are a very big, healthy, strong Poland. We are Karaite, which is a branch of Judaism. We had a neighbor who was Karaite, but they got eaten by Denmark. And we have another neighbor here who is Karaite somehow. I don't even know how this one happened. So that'll be cool. Gotta see how the first thing YouTube's gonna see in the chat is a Habsburg joke. Good. It's Crusader Kings. So yes, people are questioning my stream title, which is totally fair. See, we're King Hammock. I think we're Hammock the Second, actually. No, we're not we're the second Hammock, but we're not the second king named Hammock. And, our spouse hates us. I caused the death of a loved one. I murdered her brother, so that our son would get a title. I've been unfaithful many, many times. And I'm incestuous, and I'm an incestuous adulterer. Because our sister, best friend, and lover, has given us many children. So yeah. It's something. One of whom who is in jail. Duke Uriel of Lower Silesia. Oh, yeah, we gave him this title. I don't know why he's in jail, though. He's actually not our son. He's a legitimate child. Defending against sausage. Oh, good. Our son has declared war for Upper Silesia, which is his by right. His mother lost the title. So hopefully that goes well for him. Attacking East Francia in a holy war. Good for them. Our vassals are doing good work. Kids gonna be kids, yeah. I assume he's in jail to another vassal, so I assumed they were like at war, or maybe he got abducted or something. I don't really know.
Crusader? I barely know her.
First in line to inherit what? Oh no, okay, I knew about this. I'm in line to inherit the High Chiefdom of Pomerelia, the Chiefdom of Gostian. Well, Gostian we want, if I recall. We also want Lomza. For some reason, it didn't tell us that we're first in line to inherit Lomza. And we are plotting to kill her.
Nut.
Good. Nut. Went to get a cup of coffee from new coffee maker I got after accidentally breaking my old one and ended up stepping on a chunk of glass when I... Oh! Damn, that sucks. I can declare wars. I am well aware. We are not endorsed, which is probably because of the incest. And this guy sucks. Ooh, this guy's better. So I'm gonna replace our Chancellor. This guy actually likes us, which is going to be a little more money. Wamya or Wamja? Oh, Womja. Womja. You're right. You're right. Thank you. This kind of bigger piece was... Oh, man. That sucks, though. I'll hunt or invite champions. I'd like to invite champions. It's going to cost us a little bit of prestige. And because we just spent prestige, I'd like to get some back with a hunt. Now let's see about raiding our neighbors. We'll start by picking on Prussia, as is tradition. And thank you, as always, Mina, for the pronunciation corrections. See if we can get a raider here. Womja. Womja. Polish is a language that is difficult for me. There are certain languages that I just struggle with more than others. Yeah, so look at this. Prussia has 600 troops. Zambia has 2,500. Because of the, because Fjomsburg here, I think. Oh no, it's because of the tribe. The tribe is just very well developed. Interesting. Polish has the word that is pronounced jam because that's what it means. That's so funny. Well, I know that, well, I've been corrected on this one. This is Dansk, right? Something like that? Dansk? Or Donsk? I don't remember if it's... I think it's Dansk, not Donsk. Music just stopped? Anyway, that's enough talking linguistics. Polish wins the award of not being as obtuse as Welsh. I don't think Welsh is that obtuse from what I understand. The thing is with Welsh is, it just has so many sounds that we just don't really see in many other languages. At least in English. I could give her opinion. I know a Polish YouTuber who does a soft G sound for Gdansk. Huh. Gdansk? I don't know. I've been corrected that it's not Gdansk, but I could just be pronouncing the G too harshly. So I could get opinion and make her spend prestige, which... Making her spend prestige will keep her weak. I'm just going to... I need people to like me, so I'm just gonna... Germans call it Danzig. Polish pronounces the initial G, which sounds weird Germanic. And also that's a... not an inya, softened in. Pronounced like the front half of near, I guess. Donsk. Gdansk. Huh. I'm not a linguist. It's all very interesting to me. Well, he's a Catholic Saxon, which is weird, but...
Danzig. Underito derito deriata deriadu.
Understandable. Oh, the woods can be such a dangerous place. Daryl, you're such a good kitty. Mama Bear's so proud of you. Thank you for being such a sweet and supportive member of my community. I really appreciate it. Make sure Hrodna isn't, like, super strong. Good. How are you doing, Daryl? It's good to see you. Has escaped the Lord's judgment. If at first you don't succeed. 95% chance. See it done whatever the price. I am murdering a child. As you do. Who was that child again? Wait, I thought... Then why am I murdering this guy? He doesn't have the land. I don't really need him murdered anymore. So I think she was in line. She was before me in line for this title, but somehow he lost the title? Hold on. Title history. Oh no, she was the chiefess. Chieftain Toil. So why was I trying to murder this guy? Is it just because he's a claimant? I don't remember. Well, he is, he's not really a threat to us anymore, so I'm actually going to cancel the murder plot. Find somebody else to kill. Heir first in line to inherit Opava. I'm in line to inherit Gostian. Now, technically, I am over my domain limit, though. Alright, you want to talk about linguistics? Oh, they actually spell it domain. The way domain was spelled in Crusader Kings 2, it has been assured that it is pronounced domain. But it was spelled in the French way. And it was some fucked up spelling. So I'm glad they actually... Ooh, oops, I right-clicked by accident. I would like to keep all of my duchy land consolidated, so I'm going to give up this land over here. Why does he hate me? Is it just because of the incest? Okay, this is funny to me. He hates me because I'm a tyrant. Sure, that makes sense. He hates me because I'm an adulterer. Sure, that makes sense. That's a no-go in our religion. He hates me because I'm incestuous. Also, makes sense. He hates me because he is lustful and I am chaste. He doesn't like that I'm fucking my sister, but he wishes I was hornier. That fucking prude, also he's fucking his sister. That's so funny to me. Just a bit jelly. Yeah, maybe. Let's see.
I wish you'd be having more sex with better people.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I wish you'd have sex with better people. Alright, I'm gonna give this land off to somebody. Land. Sort by opinion. This guy, I think, used to be our priest. Well, actually, I'll grant him that title, sure. Now, here's the thing. I do want to murder my way into this last county in our duchy. But the problem is we're already hitting our domain limit. Parents, stop having sex we don't want you to have. Parents after marriage. So when are the grandbabies? It's reasons, it's stuff like that that makes me glad I'm gay. I literally, like, sat my mom down and I was like, Mom, I want you to know. This was, like, years after I came out. But I sat her down and I was like, because she started to want grandkids when her boyfriend had a granddaughter. She's like, oh, I want grandkids of my own, too. And I was like, my sister's an adult. My younger brother is almost an adult. You're going to have to look elsewhere. I want you to know that I will never give you grandkids. My grandparents don't believe gay exists and still want grandbabies. Oof. There's always adoption. That's true. I am far too mentally ill to be responsible for another life. For another sentient life. Well, I'm far too mentally ill to be responsible for a child. That's what I'm trying to say. Not endorsed. Why is he not endorsing me anymore? Yeah, I know I'm a sinner. Oh, like, level of devotion sinner. Like, I don't think he's ever gonna like me. Send him a gift. Only gains me 5 opinion. Fucking hell. I guess I'm just not gonna like it. He's not gonna like me. Yeah, I don't know how much I want to get into this, but I have a, Oh, it's because my wife is not in my court. And I canceled a murder scheme of her. Can I just divorce her? And it'll cost me piety. Oh no, not my piety. Sorry if too serious. Nah, you're good. Like an asset is messed up invisible? Wait, what? There's a weird spot on your stream. What is that? Huh? It's not in the game. It looks like a very small something. Try turning cam on and off. Oh, good point. Ah. I know what it is. Yep. Okay. Thank you. That was the problem. I didn't consider that it was part of that it was on the camera. What was it? It was part of the menu for VTube Studio. I really pushed the limits of my CPU running VTube Studio, Crusader Kings, and OBS at the same time. And I found out that by this is really inside baseball, but by doing a window capture of Streamlabs, not Streamlabs, by doing a window capture of VTube Studio instead of using the virtual webcam, I can save about 10%.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Aww.
Ads go bye-bye.
Thank you, Baron. I hope you've enjoyed your 4 months in the Kuma Club. And then I thought I had the window cropped so you couldn't see the menu pop up in the corner when it pops up, but apparently that's not the case, so I just have to be careful about that. Raid loot delivered. What? Oh, this is my land. Right, I can't raid this land because it's my land. Hey, JC! Streaming pretty much anything Paradox makes it murder, the PC can confirm, yeah. Or the CPU can confirm, yeah. It's even worse with VTube Studio, because it is, because VTube Studio isn't so bad, but the face tracking algorithm is really heavy on CPU. So it's just all a mess. 16 gigs of RAM, so at least that's not less of an issue. Yeah, I have 32 gigs. Just because it was pretty cheap when I got more RAM.
Schlonvire push gwingel go Garrick Warndro Bool Schlantasilia go Gagok.
That's how you say that. Rosie wants to teach me how to pronounce Welsh. It's Schlonflair? Schlonflair? Huh. I did not think those letters would be pronounced that way.
If I know.
When I got my PC, I was told 16 was more than I'd ever need. I was too, however, Paradox Games, planning to stream, and I was playing modded Minecraft with a friend at the time. And modded Minecraft and 32 is not enough for modded Minecraft, depending on what mods you're playing. Maybe if it's like DDR5, sure.
Micropachycephalosaurus.
An Estonian Karenite. Exciting. I would invite this lady, because she has 10 prowess, but I'm pretty sure women can't be knights in our religion. Computers prefer the RAM to match, yes. I don't exactly know why either. Fusion is giving us some stress relief. It had... Motherfucker. Oh, I have notifications. Hold on. Could be work-related. Oh, it's not. It's Rosie. I'm going to see what she's saying anyway. Real quick. Okay. Hey, Dragon! For work code for throat? Wait, what? I'm confused. About what I said?
Humumu Kuwapawa.
Well, that I know that's not right. Okay, this one I know because it's actually easy to pronounce. Stress relief, the safe for work code for... Oh, the stress relief. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's Humu Humu. Humu Humu Nuku Kupua'a. What is this stream title? Okay, so we went over this at the beginning, but I will go over it again, Arna. So this is King Hammock. His wife hates him because he's unfaithful and incestuous, and because he murdered one of her brothers. Hammock here, his, well, Fusion is his sister, best friend, and lover. Wait, Fusion is friends with my wife? That's so funny.
Take a drink each time we explain tongue.
I do have rum. It's another work has been hard, so I'm drinking rum with my coffee day. Who do you want? Sure. A schemer. Dark Insights isn't gonna help us because we're craven, so we don't want to torture people. Rum and coffee, a pirate coffee? Pretty much. So I'm gonna get the, I really don't want to go down Seducer very much. Oh, Dreadgain per Tyranny is gonna be really good. Alright, yeah, we'll, Malice, we'll go down Torturer for Malice Implicit. And Forever Infamous, that's gonna really help us. So we'll grab Dreadful. I don't need Agent Acceptance as much, so I'm going to switch over to Intimidation, so that we get more natural dread, so that our dread stays higher faster. Oh, we're gout-ridden, right. That lowers our dread. Unfortunate. Woof. Big Boy says Bork. I love this dog so much. I'm pretty sure you can hear him.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
I know I shouldn't get political, but Age of Empires is so fucking good. That's such a funny sentence.
Woof, 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 woof.
So, I've talked about this dog before. His name is Rocky. He is a black lab. He is mostly a black lab, but we think he's mixed with we think he has some Rottweiler mixed in. I'm sorry, not Rottweiler. We think he has some Pit Bull in him. So he's a black lab pit mix. He's just kind of big and chonky for a black lab, and he doesn't quite have the pit face, but he's just a chonky boy. He's named Rocky because when he was a puppy, they caught him eating rocks in the backyard. The most important thing you need to know about Rocky is he loves everyone, and once he sprained his tail from wagging too hard. Hello, Claire! How are you doing, sweetie? We know what Irish coffee is, and we know what Mexican coffee is. What is Russian coffee? Turkish, no vodka. We don't mix vodka. He sneaked out early. Well, I don't... Oh, impatience not the worst. He's deceitful. I don't want to take the learning hit too much. The extra prestige is nice. Okay, thank you, phone. Hello, Dell. So, for people who missed out, Akorza's still sick, so she's taking a nap. And my mother-in-law is, sick with, what we hope is a head cold, but it might be COVID. So she's quarantining. So I need to run downstairs every hour to check on work. King Dibbles, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. Okay, dramatic line read, and then I have to run real quick. I'll be about 5 minutes. Let's see, what was the hotkey for that? Nope, not that one. You stand no chance against my Milkies. Alright. Love you, I'll be right back. Should be very quick.
I'd like some more coffee.
Okay. So sorry about that. Oops, I'm back. The Sninkies, thanks for the follow. Welcome, my cub. What did I miss in chat? Thank you, Tel, for the clip. Okay. Hello, Iron. Good to see you. So I definitely don't want Shy. Shy is really bad. The learning bonus is nice. This hostile scheme resistance is nice, but it gives you stress for swaying. It makes it really hard to maintain a realm. Gluttonous, I wonder. I might have to go with Gluttonous. I miss Stuffs and Cuddles? Got it. Every time I play a non-EU Paradox game, it makes me want to play EU. That's the problem with a lot of them. Crusader Kings is one of the big exceptions for me. Stellaris will just never be my game, I guess. I feel the same way. I really want to like Stellaris, but it's the 4X for me. So, you know what? I said I didn't want Impatient because of the learning penalty, but I think it's okay. I think that extra prestige and hostile scheme power is going to be really... unlocks the Expedite Schemes decision. That's new, I think. I haven't played with that decision, so... yeah, we'll keep him impatient. Okay, so let's continue with our raids. That's only 3. It's really not worth our time. Let's raid Ulsul. I'm probably mispronouncing. And that's kind of a big army there. So we're kind of just going to raid their capital in GTFO. Stellaris is not that much fun alone as it is with a friend. I could see that. Oh, those are raiders on the sea. Never mind. I don't really care about... ah! Okay. Nope. Let's get out of here. Champion has arrived. Ooh, he's quite good. Only a 16, but I quite like him. Can't get into Imperator at all, and City Skylines gets too oh, I love cities. Imperator is just... The problem with Imperator is it's not as good for character stuff as CK is, and it's not as good for country management as EU is, in my opinion. Tell that to our king. You go in here. I'm gonna see if we can... I'm gonna get a little greedy here. Oh, he's leaving to raid. He's gonna let us just raid his countryside. Speaking from personal experience. Fair enough. I'm not going to take a public stance on the issue. Let's put it that way. Can't wait for Warhammer 3. Yeah, I might have to actually get into Warhammer Total War when 3 drops. It'll be out in late February. Wimp? Look. I don't need to... Just because I'm a streamer doesn't mean I need to let chat know about all of my kinks. All the kinks that I do and do not have. Convert faith. 18 years, 21 years, 11 years. Well, 21, 21. I guess we'll go with 11 down here. Confirm Kuma is a lesbian. You caught me. Hello, Doggant. Unfortunately, this is the sort of thing that's, like, actually controversial, in queer spaces, but I'm the kind of lesbian who will strap a boy if he's cute enough.
Clonus discussion? No way, this is not Scott Falco's stream.
I don't know Scott Falco. That's really funny. It's funny that there's a streamer who's known for clonecest. You can, but all the Warhammer, and it's about the price of standard 2K point IRL tabletop Warhammer army, so that's how I look into it. Oh, fair, fair. Wait, Kuma's a lesbian? I am. Well, I mean, I'm dating 2 demon girls. Like, I'm married, you know, I'm engaged to one, and I'm dating another. Greater Poland is just, like, sneaking. They're just reaching into Germany. I couldn't tell if that... He's a animator gamer. Oh, cool. I say this sarcastically. I couldn't tell for a second. I'm kind of dense sometimes. Yeah, let's look at our prisoners. A chiefess. Oh, a chiefess through marriage, apparently. The King of Estonia. Let's go. I'm holding on to you for a minute. Holding on to you until I can get more money. Same thing with you. Queen of White Rus. Excellent. Okay. I can marry my... Aww. So, okay, what I will say is that I understand people who are into, like, self-cest, clone-cest kind of stuff because, like, who knows me better than myself? That's sure. But have you considered who despises me more than myself? Because that's where I am. I have terrible self-esteem. I am just not... I would not be attracted to myself. My parents. I have a few habits that are also controversial in some circles. Yeah, look, this is a queer-friendly space, but this is also a kink-positive space, and that's very important to me, that we make sure that as long as things like proper consent are being respected, whatever gets you going is just fine. That's a joke. I figured. It's a good joke, honestly. Bavaria, very strong. Very strong. Bavaria, more like Bavaria strong. Got him. My daughter has given birth to a son. Okay, she is matrilineally married to a son of...
Whatever floats your goat. Just only act on it if you can consensually.
Yeah, exactly. Mine is controversial, arguably, because it's something I'm not into. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's the son of... He the heir? No, he's not the heir. You know, we could maybe murder his way to the throne. What are we gonna call his son, though? Oh, that... Yeah, I get it. Baron, that's fine. I totally get it. VTuber, I have a problem with you. During your incredible debut stream, you revealed the horrifying information that you're in fact taller than me. Furry trash, consensual goat floating. Consensual goat floating is so funny. But we haven't named somebody after fur in a while, so I have to go with furry trash. No, that's fury trash. Coffee, learn how to spell. How tall is the Kuma? I am 69 inches tall. Nice, nice, nice. Which is 5'9", which is 175 in civilized measurements. I'll take a minute to talk on this, Baron, because I think it's I think it's worth addressing. You know, a lot of people within queer spaces are kind of rightfully so, are kind of rightfully like, okay, you know, if you don't want, not being attracted to trans women does not make you more straight. Let's put it that way. But the fact of the matter is, sexuality is complicated, and, like, I know people who are really just attracted to people with penises or people with vaginas and don't really care about gender and are otherwise pansexual, but just have a preference to those parts or an aversion to the other parts. And that's completely valid. where the sort of saber rattling about being into girls with penises comes about is mostly from, like, lesbians who call themselves feminists, who go around saying they're, you know, it's pretty much, it's writing somebody off because of, because they're trans without anything else about them. It's just as bad as saying I'm totally attracted to trans women. It's like anti-fetishism. No, not Gold Star lesbians. Gold Star's a little, well, because you can be Gold Star and be good with, I mean, under the old terminology, you could be Gold Star and still be fine with trans women, but yes, like, have never been within the same room as a penis, I'm a better lesbian than you kind of stuff is what it's reacting to. Or the idea that, like, oh, you're gay because you have your partner's a trans woman. Like, neither of those things are okay, but just not being into a certain type of genital that's fine. That's just a preference like anything else. But at the same time, sexuality is fluid and you never know. Things change over time. Like, it's just about, like, not writing off people before you've given them a chance. Not writing off people because of who they are before you've given them a chance. Okay, so I should probably be... I have 2 slots for schemes. Give me some of your sleepy energy. I'm gonna nap. Sleep well. We're gonna do murder incest. Well, we're gonna do murder and also incest. We're not gonna do murder incest. I don't know what murder incest is. I think I need to get this guy out of the picture.
Baron, you aren't into pingas, I'm not into feet. Handshake emoji.
I mean, yeah, it really do kind of be like that, like...
Murder Incest is my new punk rock band.
Murder incest? I write off people because they are get out of here people. Hate people who are always got a being. Also, hi-hat.
Murdercist.
Murdercist. It's not something you want. Wait, what don't I want, Iron? That's less VOD. Yeah, totally. People tend to be a little more murdering than anything sex. It's not a great look. Sorry, sometimes we go kind of fast and I just, like, don't catch what's going on in chat. Or I'll just, like, be sure what something's in. Had permitted term hot. Do you think they'll add sex to consoles? Oh right, I don't have de jure claims, and I can't do Holy Wars because we're a filthy sinner. So, I'm not going to do the Duchy of Bohemia yet. I'm going to do... Wait, are they married? Oh, they are. It's very, very strategical of you. I wonder if I can declare war on both of them. Wanna fuck my Nintendo 64. Boy, do I understand. Without a comma, murder incest is a good thing to say. What do you think the Game Boy is? That's... Oh my god. Alright, I think I can declare both of these wars. Hopefully she's not called in yet, since we haven't unpaused. Excellent. It wouldn't be the end of the world if she had unpaused, but why do we have so many... Where did we get these guys from? These are cultural. Hold on. These are like Estonian? Oh, they're just Baltic. Okay. I wonder who died. I wonder who died and gave us these men-at-arms. This is great. We have just... So we have our own cultural men-at-arms in the Koni. And then we have these special bowmen who do more damage, have better toughness, who actually have pursuit and screen. That's lovely. To the point where I'm almost considering, like, disbanding the old bowmen. This isn't Iron Man, right? Nope, not Iron Man. I probably could have done Iron Man, but I just didn't bother because it's a custom character. Then why not cheat in enough piety for heresy? Because I like to, I like the practice. Let's put it that way. And this guy was never going to make the heresy anyway. It's very possible Sausage will. My son and nephew. And what is he the heir to? He's the heir to a couple of counties. That's fine. Wasn't because I wanted cheats, it's because I was tired of losing games to crashes. Yeah. My plot has been discovered. Stop that. We can always scheme against him in the future. How do you deal with a horny chat? Sometimes I just ignore them, or I'll sick fusion on you guys if it's really that bad. That's why I don't play Iron Man mode in most Paradox games. Yeah, exactly. A streamer who I've talked about before, who I'm really inspired by, and Doggin, I do see that redeem. I will get to that in a second. Has talked about how he doesn't play Iron Man. He never does achievement runs, and he doesn't play Iron Man for his Paradox games. Not because he's worried about the game crashing, but because if he has a recording error, he can't go back to an old save and try again. So that progress in the game is just lost in terms of footage, which makes total sense because he still does a lot of like YouTube style LPs. EU4 locks Chivos to Iron Man. So does CK3. Autosave monthly, erase old save. It's no save scumming, even though you can You can do what most of the community calls birding in Iron Man. Well, at least I know most of the people I talk to about GS games call it birding. Which is where you tell chat, hey look, a bird, and then the game crashes. Quote unquote crashes. And birding can save you, like, let you go back a month to take advantage of a situation there. We had to bird during Mother of Us All because we had a few unfortunate successions where I just forgot to deal with stuff. Quality difference is really substantial here. Okay, so they have knights and pikemen. Pikemen are weak to heavy infantry, unfortunately, so we don't have a good counter to pikemen. But I'm gonna send my bowmen and some levies down here. And that should be enough. Then I'm going to send this army up here to go deal with them. Yeah, Mother of It All is the only time I've birded for an achievement. Just straight up, you know, just flat ever. End of story. On or off stream. I've never birded. Except a few times during Mother. Which felt warranted, and I did talk to chat about, like, at the time, if we wanted to, if everyone was okay with that, and y'all pretty vehemently encouraged me to just go ahead and reset. No Eat My Greens, Three Mountains, or True Heir of Timor yet. Is Eat Your Greens even, possible? Has it been achieved? Because I've genuinely heard it's not doable. You were, what, 100 hours into the run and near the end? Something like that. I don't think it was 100 hours, but yes. All achievements have been achieved in EU4. Oh, wow. You could have also kept going, but it would have added 20 hours to the run. Exactly. All his messages are now mine to read. The 6-year-old is going to give us... no, yeah, I'm not gonna lose secrecy for this one. It was a lucky break, nothing more. If it would give me an advantage to, like, other... Oop, we're reinforcing a loss. Don't do that now, too late. Never reinforce a loss in these games. Full stop. If you're losing, don't throw more troops at it to try and win. You're just gonna lose more troops. And the only reason I did there was because I was not paying attention. Oh boy, a 6-year-old's letters. I know. It's really funny. And you would never believe. I'm sorry, Mub. This must be terrible dull for you. I learn of a random character's secret and gain intrigue experience. She gains opinion. Or I could stop being lovers with my sister. No, that's... Tell me more. I'm sorry, who's a cannibal? I just found out some Russian dude eats human flesh? Those were the worst 3 ones, yeah. So Eat Your Greens is like to play as Kale, which is a small, I want to say 1 province minor, so they only hold a single, in Crusader Kings terms, they only hold a single county in Southeast Asia, and to own all grasslands provinces by like 1600, and it was just like considered undoable because of the time limit. I don't know if we want to reinforce here. Let's head here and see if we can escape with an organizer. I saw an organizer. Can we get out in time? Yeah, they hired mercenaries. Oh, you want to know something really fucked up, Fusion? Vodka hasn't been invented yet. It's 971. We don't know what distillation is. I would have to raise at least 2,000 mercenaries. It's not in our budget.
Distills nuts.
Already twice mods have had to check my messages. It's, you know, it is how it is. Odd to think that for such a long time, people were always drinking weak alcohols most of the time. Yeah. Well, like in, your son could join my court to meet his peers, sure. In England, at least, what people had most of the time was called small beer, which was actually, prehistory fact. Penis, anal, and semen. And of course they get checked again. That's very funny. What they would do is they would brew the beer to get you drunk, and then they'd brew small beer to drink during the day. So you would drink, and they would do like two or three or even 4 batches of small beer, which would be increasingly weak beer. And that's how you would stay hydrated, because the water was quite literally full of shit. Kale owns 2 provinces, is a tributary near Ming, and must conquer all Asian grasslands provinces for the Age of Absolutism. Oh, that's right. So there's a way to... I remember how Eat Your Greens is done. There's a way to cheese it so that the Age of Absolutism never happens. Meal to die for, bon appetit. Escaped unharmed. Said to be nothing but a common illness. First, you don't succeed. And my spy master died. Well, we can't have that. I'm going to replace my marshal here with someone much worse because he's a powerful vassal. How are my schemes going? Both 95%. You have to make sure global trade never spawns. Thank you. Someone, preferably you, needs to be the most profitable nation and the most profitable trade node in the world, but don't have any level 2 or 3 centers of trade there. Thank you. That's what it was. Alright, so he has 2 mercenary bands, huh? Right, she has no troops. That's fine. So he has light footmen, bowmen, pikemen, those guys, light footmen, armored footmen, light horsemen, pikemen. I guess I want to grab heavy footmen just to, I guess I want to grab some mercenaries with heavy footmen, just to counter their pikemen. If we can. Light horsemen and armored footmen, Army of Moravia band. Oh, Huskarls. Counter spearmen and archers.
Merp, 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 merp.
What's, I'm gonna grab the Band of Bornholm. My brain is frying itself. Oh no. That's so funny. I was wondering what all this was about. I thought it was a
Meeples.
a different problem. Meeples.
Meeples.
My brain was frying so hard it made fried rice when I put it in the rice. Ah! Because the army's gathering. Okay. So if we stop them from gathering, we can... Captain Ube. Faith hostility advantage. Good, good, good. Hi, Thomas!
Meepolays.
Kale has no strategy guide in the wiki. Meepolays! Olay! Is this a... cautious leader? No, I actually want him to be a... organizer, so they get there extra fast. Never mind. And then I did not know I could do this for almost all of Mother. I'm going to stop gathering. So that we lose that penalty. Oh man, not knowing how to... with a giant empire that stretched through all of Africa and not knowing that you could cancel gathering troops early. That was a mess.
Tiddies.
Tiddy's nuts! Got him! Hey chat, do you like titties? Titties nuts. I think I'm very funny. And that's like chat behave while the streamer is doing whatever whatever I'm talking about. He's not feeling well. He'll have a no gold of mine. I don't think that's worth it. Alright, let's leave some troops behind. 700 seems like enough. You're hilarious, thank you! We've been got! Pickling carrot slices in sugar and vinegar overnight to pickle carrot slices, and I'm gonna serve them over rice tomorrow. Ooh, yummy. He is intimidated by me. Mostly I'm not his rightful liege. We may be able to just get this guy to bend the knee on our own, and we might want to get him to ally with us so he doesn't die. A child lost in the forest happens tragically often. The existence of my scheme remains unknown. It's not banana, it's Shoshana. Let's do some murder, murder, murder. Let's do some murder. Do 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 do. The Sudoku stream? It's possible. I'm not saying it will happen, but it could happen. Can I just say I genuinely really enjoy that Minesweeper streams have become a thing? The existence of my plot has been discovered. Damn it. My sister and friend has revealed that Fusion is my child. Everyone knows of my indiscretions with Fusion. We already knew that. Oh, we didn't know this one was my child. Okay. That's fine. Thriving in chaos. We need to get stressed. We need to start building stress. Speaking, there's an opportunity for stress, but I want to give me a better chance at...
Legitimize my clone.
I mean, they're already part of the dynasty. We don't need to legitimize them. I wonder why the child's named that.
This stream is so relaxed. Time to change that. Put on some really heavy metal.
I wish I could. It's really like... The only thing stopping me from listening to metal all the time on stream, because I find it relaxing, is that, is copyright law, excuse me. Gregarious is really good. Lustful is also really good, and the intrigue bonus from Lustful would be really nice. Greedy's just okay. Find some non-copyrighted metal. It's just not as good. I've been listening to royalty-free metal sometimes on Sunday, and I just don't like it as much. Yeah, let's do Gregarious. Task finished. Convert culture task. Alright, let's see about...
Copyright? More like copywrong these nuts hagat m.
I know a few YouTubers who make metal. Oh, that's a good point. I would be interested in seeing what you got at some point. Yeah, I'm going to promote culture here because this is part of our kingdom. I don't know why. I really shouldn't be promoting culture, actually. Because that's going to hurt our tech rate. Because tech is based on the average development of your culture.
I have some non-copyright metal pulls out metal file.
It's retro and synth. Ooh. Alright, let's develop the capital. What is the development in the capital anyway? 8. Oh, wow. 8 is not bad, actually. Considering we're tribal. I was thinking we'd have to move to Prague to become feudal, but we definitely don't have to. More like copy wrong. Can I just say, you should make a metal cover of your theme? I would love to. So I don't know if this is still active because it's been months since I heard back from the artist, but there is an artist I spoke to before my debut about commissioning a BGM who does a lot of metal style, you know, who does a lot of like heavier rock and electric guitar stuff. So I may have a new BGM at some point that's a little heavier, but we'll see. I'm not really pursuing it because, like, as we were getting ready for my debut to come up, money was pretty tight and I couldn't afford to pay the commission price. I haven't paid any money for it yet. Let's pay a hunter or explore the wetlands on myself. Okay, critical stress. I'm actually going to explore the wetlands myself because I want to be stressed out right now. And it's a better chance of... Oh wait, we get map surroundings automatically. Interesting. I'm not going to take the stress. No, we'll spend the money. Gained Tattletale. That's unfortunate. Still, 92%. That's great. Considering they know that we're trying to kill this guy and we still have a 92% chance. Apparently the faith hostility advantage isn't helping us here. You strike me down, I will become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Who are you? Oh, you're the Russian guy who... You're the daughter of the Russian guy who hated us. Cool. Yeah, let's suck up to you, I guess. Hello, Bee! Good to see you, sweetie. Wait, who lost the... Okay, they lost. That's fine, then. Enemy combatants captured, sure. Let's see if we can, let's check real quick if there's any knights we can grab. Okay, we can ransom the King of Estonia. So let's do that. Like, yeah, this guy's great. 17? Negotiate release. I want you to convert. And recruit. Will not accept. Okay, fine. Don't convert then. Oh, he's a child. He's only 14. What's with his eyes? Are you seeing this, chat? Oh, because he's scaly, maybe. He is a lizard person. Is unlikely to become the religion due to their age. Sure. Yeah, let's give him a martial education. We'll see if maybe we can get him to convert. The band-aid got torn off my paw and I got blood all over my chair. That is pretty metal, it's true. Speaking of metal, I was explaining, I was talking about something with Akorza. Oh, we were talking about Slayer and the conversation we had on stream about Slayer, where I was like, I think Slayer's problematic, but I don't remember why. And then long story short, I had to explain to Akorza about Varg Vilkas. And I was like, you know what, like, I googled why Slayer was problematic, and it's because there were... And it's not necessarily that they're problematic, it's because they tweeted some shit about how snowflakes needed to listen to President Trump. And I'm like, that's not very metal of you. Stop being a snowflake and listen to the president is very not Cash Money. Or metal. And then I was like, it's not that bad though, like, we have Varg Vilkas. This will be easy. We'll attend a local celebration in Crusader. Wait, in my county? I think this is a bug. Why is he in my county? I don't think frozen water is capable of listening. Wait, what? No one has noticed the new wall in my basement. Fantastic. Ah, he had a child right before he died. Is this a fucking, Montresor? Yes. Short answer, yes. I don't remember how to pronounce that word, but yes. We fucking, cask of armadillo'd this guy. It's really funny that that's a murder plot. Snowflake oh, yeah. Right. Yeah, so after looking that up, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I don't respect Slayer anymore. I remember. It would be quite simple for you to indulge him and ensure these habits are kept up. So this event is a little bugged. We're going to gain scheme _ impaired _ judgment _ modifier. Make him feel safe in his crapulence. Drunkard target. Why does that reduce our secrecy? I don't think I understand, but okay. I was purposely misunderstanding for the sake of comedy. I'm just stupid. You see. Slain in battle, unfortunate. Why is your successor not a powerful vassal? They just aren't. Weird. Okay, that's been an hour again. I need to go down in a second. This boy, why are there so many scaly people in Poland? Okay, so... Council, Marshal... I'll go with this guy with 23. Why does she hate me? Why do so many people hate me? We have no personal schemes, so let's sway this guy because he's a powerful vassal. He mostly hates that I'm a tyrant. Oh, and I've executed a close relation of his. I don't remember doing that. Who did I execute? I can't remember all the people I've killed. I mean, look at this. Lizard Folk, duh. 1972 Polish Furry Con. I don't know which answer I like more. People hear the story of the Dragon of Varvel and their first thought is, man, that dragon was so hot. Furries, y'all are something. How long till this integrates? 50 years. And how close are we to... I'm being distracted. How close are we to creating the kingdom? 19 counties away. Okay. That's something worth Luffy. You're right. Duchy of Gallians is 4 counties, so that'll help a lot. Alright. Be right back. This should be quick. I'm gonna pour myself some more coffee. Oh, I still have coffee. I made too much coffee today. Pour myself more coffee. Okay, now I'm going. I'll be quick.
Coffee is gone, let's all become wicked horny. Horsecock. Hello guys, I'm the new streamer taking over from Coffee. Today we are going to be playing Civ 3 for 6 hours. Chicken nuggets are tasty. Strap in.
I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space!
Strap on. Thank you Furla Cypher for the donation. Fuck shit got poo. Hi YouTube. We love you. Now show me your beans. Like, comment, and drop a follow. You know what'd be funny? A hype train. It appears that the AI streamer has gone crazy. Hype train? Don't mind if I do. Crazy for these nuts. Is it hype time? Choo choo. Wow, look the background. Look at they slash them nuts.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
For alas, I forgifted a tier 1 sub to Vondendolo. So sad that Coffee gets more donations when she is gone, lol. This is for Coffee and her communists.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Galactic Baron gifted a tier 1 sub to Dominator_2. It's so sad that Steve Jobs died of Ligma. Steve Jobs was never alive. Ligma balls.
Yes, strategos!
Guys, I think Coffee Abenoden us.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Galactic Baron gifted a tier 1 sub to Sound Alerts. They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Okay,
Less
this
good.
is a really
The
bad
hype train
idea,
is going.
but I'm already here, so here we fucking go. Rar, extra noses pants is on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your bolts from across the floor. Noses your Nicky Wakey till day Matilda hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and make me yours, and don't forget to stuff me. See me like my widow, baby, tail off for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck.
Ooh,
I
you
hope
so
daddy
warm.
likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I be getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Paws on your butt as I lick my lips. Ooh, punish me, please. Gotta hit him with this furry shit. He don't see it coming.
Holy shit, DA background theme slaps.
No.
Fork that blare all the furry songs at work to establish dominance.
Victory and honor!
Kinda silent without the music.
Seriously?
YouTube, you see. It was a moment.
You gave me a hype train while I was AFK? What are y'all talking about?
Lamau.
Okay, hold on. What is going on?
We took over the stream. This is our stream now.
Fuck, I'm gonna just have to watch the VOD.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Fusion, thank you for the gift subs. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we
Fuck everybody.
Rawr. Extra noses pounces on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but
Yo,
notice
thank
your
you,
boys
Fusion,
from
for
across
DA
the
Alright,
forest.
well,
Noses
well
and
this
lickies,
happens.
your
Let me...
baby tilde, hee hee. Unzips your baggiest pants, oh baby, you so musky. Take me home, pet me, and
For
make me
Fox's
yours,
sake.
and don't forget to stuff me.
Alright,
See
thank
me
you
like my
everyone
little
for the
baby tail
bits.
for your bulgy wulgy. Kisses and lickies your neck. I hope daddy likey suzzles and wuzzles your chest. I be getting thirsty. Hey, I got a little itch. You think you can help me? Only 7 inches long. Ooh, please adopt me. Paws on your butt as I lick my lips.
Musky husky
Gotta
oh
hit him
wow.
with this furry shit. He
Let's
don't
see,
it coming.
6 minutes ago, 1 hour ago. Okay. Burr, thank you for the gift subs. Baron, thank you for the gift subs. Fusion, thank you for the gift subs. Everybody who got hit by that, welcome to the Kuma
Yo,
Club,
coffee,
and
your
thank
new
you everybody.
background slaps.
Oh, you mean the Uwu song? Thank you everybody for the hype train and for all the bits. This is ridiculous. We're at level 5? Y'all, I went AFK to do work. I was gone for like 10 minutes, if that.
WTF.
WTF. For real.
Your new background theme makes me worried I'm going to end up on an FBI watch list.
Holy shit, Dragon! That's a lot of bits.
Let me just finish that for ya.
Okay, so I don't know if so sometimes gamer humor, and especially Paradox gamer humor, can be a little cringe, for lack of a better word. But a video I posted in Discord today had a joke in it that I thought was
Dragon
really
Soul
funny.
DA Savior.
they were like, this is the best religion for eugenics. And it was just like incest. And it was something like, the FBI wants your location after you've made this religion. And I'm totally butchering the joke now, but it just cracked me up this morning. It's like, yeah, you're right. Yeah, domestic affairs. So it was like, let's see if I can show you real quick. It was, oh, I'm forgetting one of them. Oh, that's, yeah, okay, so obviously it had, unrestricted marriage and divine marriage. And then it had adultery accepted. This was really smart. I thought this was really smart. And polyamory. And then they threw in monasticism. So you breed in good traits, and then you marry your siblings to each other because they all have good traits. And then polyamory to introduce new good traits. And monasticism so that all of your children can be forced to take the vows if they don't have good genetics, or if they don't, or if you don't want them to inherit. It's brilliant. You must have done something amazing to get that kind of support. Fuck y'all. Guess some good came from Costco after all. That's so funny. Didn't you just... Oh, I just got that event late. Okay, yeah, I already knew you were dead. It's nice not being worried I might go broke at any moment. Boy, that's a mood. Oh, Nitra lost a war. To Lesser Poland, okay. So we have some more Catholic land that's not our culture. Like, I've complained a lot about my job being a lot of work and not paying me enough. But it's the most consistent. It's not only consistent work, it's not only consistent income, but it's honestly the most income per month that I've had in a decade. Okay, Hat. No worries. See you later, or not, if you can't. 8 gift subs and 6,800 bits, not 68,000, for fuck's sake. Y'all are incredible, thank you. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I really don't. Especially when I'm fucking AFK, you ridiculous people. Are my onagers not raised? Raise all men-at-arms here. Evil bunny figures.
Coffee, this is just you reaping what you sow.
But I don't even... I'm terrible at sewing.
Coffee cussing us out. I love this coffee cart.
Y'all are wonderful, thank you. The Jarl of Flanders. Wait, are you... No, you're not Norse, but you're pagan, and pagans can intermarry, right? Okay, let's grab the bowmen and the knights. And send them up here. Ah! That's so loud. Why is that so loud? Fusion, was that you?
Wanna know what this says? Galact 161 Goom Coffee Pride Hype Evil.
I didn't catch it in time, and there's no... was that you, Fusion? Thank you, whoever got that. It's the Pike and Shot book. I want to start building a library again. I've lost a lot of books to moving around. And, that was Fusion, I think? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Fusion. Bird trainer... It's too risky. I don't need it.
Pikes go BRRRRRRRRR.
I want to study, like, pike and shot tactics more, too, anyway, and, like, the history of that period, because it's kind of a blank spot for me. I'm gonna take this for the stress. Because we actually get bonuses with stress. I must confess all of my wrongdoing. No, 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 no. We can't have that. We can't confess to all the murders we've done. The Sting of the Lash sounds nice, though. Yeah, it's just I mean, wounded, like, we could die. But in the long term, flagellant is not so bad. Although we could just be strong. No, let's just be strong and resist these impulses. I think we want to try and sit between stress level 1 and 2. So I'm okay with a little stress. Our new normal is stress level 1. We don't want to go below that. I've studied the war tactics during the area, and it's interesting that pike tactics are basically a return to phalanx-style combat. It's so interesting to me, yeah.
Coffee on an angry reaction to the cocaine in a cup of rum and coffee go GRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRRR
Oh, how does the cocaine... Oh, cocaine in a cup of yeah. But because no one was wearing plate armor, they have people in the phalanx who would rush under the pikes to cut ankles with knives. That's so... That makes so much more sense than, like, the pop culture idea of, like, a guy with a big sword cutting through pikes. That never made sense to me once I started studying. Aren't you glad we chose the incest stream to make a hype train? Absolutely. The idea that, like, a guy with his Y-hander is going to be cutting through pikes or something just is ludicrous to me. And has been for a while, but like, a knife and cutting ankles with a knife makes so much sense. I was so anyone who's on the Discord knows I've been playing a lot of Bannerlord off stream, and I literally set up a pike square at one point, with my Battanian boys. I had a good amount of spearmen, and I just set my I forgot that circle formation was a thing, and that in the game you're supposed to use circles formation with archers inside, so I just set up a pike square with my amazing Battanian archers inside getting protected by infantry. Because I was fighting all cav and I didn't have any cav myself. Plate armor just got punched through by these huge guns. Oh yeah, absolutely. It was just extra weight. It didn't make sense. Late for caution, no. No more than what is necessary. Even worse.
Add the hook as a unit in a mod. Make it Mountain Blade. Bruce Bannerlord.
Bruce Bannerlord? Well, of course she did terribly. She's a Catholic and hates us. Guards, put her under lock and key. This is an act of tyranny. Shit. Wait. Imprisoning her is tyranny, but executing her is not. The use of armor on Cav was still a thing, and they would never say use armor that does not have a bullet dent. Yeah. They would say never use armor that does not have a bullet dent in it. Right. Right, that's where the term... Okay, for another free history fact. I'm giving away a lot of them today. That's where the term bulletproof comes from. Because you would proof... A lot of armor smiths caught on to this and would proof armor by putting it on a stand and shooting it. And then you'd sell it to say, look, it's been bulletproofed. Bullets will bounce right off of it. It's got a dent in it because I shot it with a gun. And that's why we call something that can't be penetrated by bullets bulletproof. I think that's so cool. Traitor deserves to die. Search for physician, please. Bon appetit. Must have been something he ate. Aim for the same dent. You think aiming was a thing with those guns? You were lucky if you could get it to go in the same... If you could get, like, a... in the same cardinal direction as your target. These guys all hate me, so I guess I'll go with this guy. Inordinate. I'm not doing incest. My character is in the video game. Something about Maria I just love? Yeah. Brave, zealous, deceitful, a blade master, and a physician. This girl fucks. Armor worked for Cav because the bullets were round. Sure. Yeah, right, before accurate rifling. Uh-huh. Maria, Maria. Rifling wasn't considered useful for the military until the American Civil War. Because rifles were slower to load than muskets. Because of the boring on the barrel.
Password Marie.
Grant titles. Excellent. Bum, 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 bum. Can I assault? No, walls have to be breached. Okay, so we're gonna reduce attrition here. I'm gonna leave our mercenaries behind because I don't care about them. Task finished. What task? Increase control in Pwok. Yeah, organize levies. On your ally, call on your house member, can declare wars, can designate a guardian for my son nephew. He's a bleeder too. Oof. I don't think he's gonna last, but let's give him a learning education.
Sun view.
My sun view. Yes. Ah, Maria. Educate my boy. My heir's in line to inherit titles. I am in line for this title, but I can't do anything with it yet. And prisoners can be ransomed. Yes, yes, yes. You cannot afford it. You cannot afford it. It's all the same guy. King of White Ruse. Okay. Let's see, I am a little bit worried about the Kingdom of Bohemia forming. That's the Duchy of Bohemia. Yeah, it doesn't exist, and we have 4... Okay. So let's check succession. That's not where succession is.
I can't think of anything funny to say, so just have a free bit.
Thank you, Baron. So how much incest is in your kingdom's leaders? Just the one. It's just our king and his sister. So we've had 3 leaders. We had Queen Coffee, Defender of the Lord. And then after her, there was King Zygnev, who I'm probably saying wrong, who was her grandson. And he was Russian, but we fixed that. And then King Hammock, his son, who we found out was fucking his sister. And our father did a lot of murder. He was a familial kinslayer. And we've been following in Dad's footsteps.
Nice.
There are 2 wolves inside you. Those are rookie numbers.
I do enjoy furry memes. I'm familiar with that one. Okay, so Iltibar is the one we want to... Fyodor Lubovovich. Kill him. What are we gonna call this, this boy, by the way? Okay, so Furry Trash is intelligent, and his brother is not. He was Russian, but we fixed that. How did you calm him down? We made him kind of like a Pole. You already did one? Did you? Oh, forever ago. The one from earlier. Ooh, my love. What was the one from earlier? I really liked it too. What was it? Reward requests. Here we go. Consensual goat floating. Yes. I really liked consensual goat floating. May you grow strong and wise, consensual goat floating. See it do- oh!
Owo notices your floating goat.
I don't have a great success chance here. I'm going to not attempt the murder right now. I'm going to spend a couple bribes. And in 4 months, and it's only a 4-month delay, so this should be alright. Yeah, there we go, 90%. Theodore, however... Uwu Muskie the Wise. Now he has to earn the Wise. Defeat? Oh wait, right, we're in war. I forgot. The counselor died from his wounds. Another spy master dead. Unfortunate. Yeah, you can be my spy master, support my schemes. Can I send you a gift? Gains 5 opinion. Nope. Hi, Sophie! That's why my schemes were had such a low chance. Because we didn't have a spy master. Hey, 69% war score. Nice, 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 nice. War is taking forever. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. Now see it done, whatever the price. What nurse could not bring herself to stab the little babe and let the opportunity pass? Try again.
Coffee must for all the Bavaria.
Eventually. Eventually. I need to vor all of Bohemia first. And Moravia. And thanks for the lurk, by the way, Safi. My agents noticed that Theodore seems to have some fairly regular habits. If these could be observed, he could also be the key to a breakthrough. How old is he? 7. He has habits like his juicy box at 3. Yeah, studied habits. Failing to think of a good word for float, so I don't know how to translate that. That's fair. No worries. There we go. Oh, we captured him. Do we want to ransom him off? I kind of do. Because we're so close to being done with this siege here. So then we're going to send our army back. I came back to we need to vor Bavaria. Understandable. Assault the fort. So, the way I see it is we're spending... Wow, this assault is not going well. We're losing a lot of boys. The way I see it is we're spending prestige in the future to get gold now. By assaulting. By ransoming him off and then assaulting that fort. Now, it wasn't worth it, frankly. But that's what we did. Grant tight. I cannot grant this one. Okay. So my son and nephew, Boleslav, I think. Can I grant you this title? Excellent. Wait. My son, Boleslav, is getting the chiefdom of Boleslav. That's very funny to me.
What is the ratio for all the sausages in Germany to all the tea in China?
Shit, dude, I don't know. Oh, hey, he got Upper Silesia. Countess Anna is doing a claim for Upper Silesia. Okay. So he got himself his own wife. That's fine.
Upper Silesia.
That's very good. I said it right. Yay! I'm so proud of myself. Prisoners can be ransomed. Yeah, but you don't have, like, any money. Alright. Now let's look at our prisoners again for good... for claims or knights. Like, this guy would make a great knight. Oh, he's an open terrain expert as well. So we'll negotiate his release. I want you to convert and recruit. Excellent. So, like, she has claims.
Knights in white satin?
Okay, so who had claims again? I think a couple people had claims. Hold on. I don't know if they're useful claims. Well, you're a queen. Hello, Void Crab. Good to see you. Claims, claims. You have claims.
Void crab.
Samogetia is up here. Oh, Estonia has completely collapsed. Like, galleons, you're not useful to me. Okay. Oh no, Estonia didn't collapse. Never mind, we were just seeing his vassals. Unfortunate. My latest correspondence with Count Jarmir made a mention in passing about the subtleties of court intrigue. Yes.
Void Old Bay and void boiled in a void bag with void corn? Only in Void, Maryland. National animals are country's persona. Change my mind.
Why would I change your mind? You're right. His next sweet snack will be 1 part pudding and 1 part potent poison forgotten by an agent in front of the child. Okay, that is my alert to wrap up shortly, but we have a little bit of time. I made that one go off early in case we were in a war. No trace of foul play could be found. Excellent.
That's a nice head you have on your shoulders.
Furlas I forgifted a tier 1 sub to Void Crab. They have given 97 gift subs in the channel.
Thank you, Fur. Alright, so this is my dude. I need to murder this guy. Cannot use the scheme until 981. Eesh. How old is she? She's 52. She won't be having more kids, but it doesn't matter. I think I want to try and murder her. Ah, excellent. Only a 72% chance here, which is really unfortunate. Let's look at de jure kingdoms, de jure duchies, or duchies in our de jure kingdom. 72 here, 28, 56. We're not going for the rest of Pomerania yet. Bohemia and Moravia are one duchy. So we just want to, we want to grab these two now. And those are owned by different people. Excellent. He is attacking White Rus and losing, and defending against a peasant uprising.
Thick Poland is thick ho whoa.
Thick Poland is really thick. It's true. So I'm going to do a duchy conquest for Volhynia. Never mind, we don't have the prestige. We can call a hunt, though. See it done, whatever the price. Excellent.
Notices your Krakow oh whoa.
Time to pile on more issues for this guy, yep. I must have scoured the plains twice over by now and still no sign of game. Everyone expects me to turn triumphant with a trophy, but as things are looking, I will only return with shame. I could buy a trophy for a lot of prestige. Or I could get direct vassal opinion. They hate me. Five opinion is going to change that. What is my phone buzzing about? I don't know. The nearest market should have a wolf. And more prestige. We could do a war against East Francia. For Zomjo. Zomyo? Ah, there it is. We're going to the wolf store. You can get a wolf lady, but you're not going to like the state she's in, based on the wolf we just bought. I think that's very funny. Excellent. We have Russian Jews now. That will help quite a bit. Alright, so now we have the prestige. I'm going to disband our regular bowmen. And I'm going to increase the size of our onagers.
The wolf
a
lady
bit.
is past expiration date.
Okay, and instead of doing this war now, because I kind of want him to lose to the peasants first. So Shauna has given birth to a son. What do we call this one? Another child who will soon be the ruler of Crimea, which I think has gotten a little bigger. Oh no, this duchy's always shaped, or this county was always shaped like that. I need them to take Kerch. Inspired wolf lady? Maybe. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this letter, but I like that this name is just cat. He's just named Cat. Guinevils includes the word for anger. Interesting. Or Gnevils. I'm calling him Cat.
This wolf lady is no more. She has expired. She has bought the farm. She deceased. She has gone to meet her maker. She pushing up the daisies.
We're gonna have to go to war with Hungary soon. Zemplin? Oh, they're Catholic, right? That's why they haven't been absorbed by somebody. New intrigue perk. Excellent. So we'll take Dark Insights. It won't be useful to us at all. And Divine Retribution won't be useful to us at all. But Malice Implicit will be excellent. So will Fear Tax. Speaking of, what is our dread at? It's not very high.
No, she's just pining for the fjords and tired after a good shag.
Scheme discovered. Unfortunate. Do another bribe. Maybe I can yeah, let's really destabilize Galicia Volhynia. Lumberjack Song is one of those things that, like, I feel like I should be offended by, but I still find it very funny. My daughter has given birth to a daughter. A banana, yes, yes. What do we call Banana's daughter? Aliskander gave us an alliance, that's right. Oh, it's just being funny and silly. No, I agree. It just, in light of some of their other stuff, especially in more recent years, makes me wonder how, if it was maybe a little more mean-spirited and, Split, Key West. Those are both really good. But that's, you know, that's not that important. Wait, okay. What do you got? Republic? Banana's Republic. Banana's daughter's Republic. Zelna? Oops, I hit snooze again. What's Zelina mean? It's a really pretty name, actually. Zelina. Republic is really funny, though. I like the pun. I'm going with the pun. Okay. Let's do a bit of raiding. I'm gonna do this in kind of a weird way, where I'm going to raise local raiders, and then disband 2 of them. And then I'm going to move my rally point here. Raise local raiders. I'm going to disband one of them. I'm going to move my rally point up here. And raise... Nope, not raise all, sorry. Then raise local raiders. It means, like, persevering, but also as to split it from... Oh... Oh well. That's a good pun. I didn't want to wait too long. I apologize. That is really good. Okay, so I already set them up in the wrong spot, but we're gonna send this one down east. These two are gonna kind of do a circuit of this land. Make banana have more babies. Yes, agreed. Agreed. Oh, we're on speed 4. We don't want to be on speed 4. Action targeting you has disbanded. Mint wants the throne. Well, first off, let's get you married off. Oh, she is not in my court. So I cannot marry her. Powerful vassals expect council positions. Sure, but are they any good at anything? Oh, I don't have a spy master? How'd that happen? I need a good spy master right now, so let's go with that. Excellent. Sorry, there's some stream latency due to for some reason. Oh, no worries. No worries. I just apologize that I did have to move on. I appreciate you being understanding about it, but I still feel the need to apologize. Okay, so they're already being raided there, so let's go to Dresden. Oh, and I didn't move you out. So I want to raid... Do I want to raid Denmark? Is that risky as hell? Yeah, that's risky as hell. Denmark is... Whew, that's a lot of troops. Not a lot of men-at-arms, though. Interesting.
In Middle Ages, Poland invade Germany.
Eventually, we will do a proper invasion of Germany. Or East Francia. Sausage comes of age! Excellent. And he's an elusive shadow. So here's the deal. Can I break the betrothal? I might want to break his betrothal. She's gout-ridden. She's not a very good wife. Hold on. Let's break your betrothal. Oh, but since he has his own land, we can't arrange a marriage. We can arrange a marriage, but we can't find a spouse for him. I'll leave it for now. Do you need to do the thing for work? Yeah, after this raid. After this raid, we'll raid somebody. Anhalt has a lot of troops, and I'm worried that they're marching in on us. Are they at war with anybody? No, they are only hostile to me, so I want to get the fuck out of here. He's already an organizer. Well, that sucks. Raid me, but you're not streaming. Can't raid you if you're not streaming. So Anhalt is going to just wreck us. They're much stronger than I expected. My steward died. She would make a good marshal. Can she be the marshal? Okay, let's make her my marshal, and then my steward. Sure, you suck, but sure. Assign. Can I redeem for a wide coffee? Do I have wide coffee? I have to add wide coffee to this screen, but I think I have it. What do I call wide coffee? Oh, it's this one. Oh, I do have it on here. Thank you for feeding my addiction. Oh. Well, me, of course. I want the prestige. Alright, I'm just gonna cancel this raid because they have too many troops. We're just gonna return with our 25 gold. And disband these boys. Red Mage Susie is streaming Bomberman. Okay. And I can take a look
Coffee,
at
we
that.
have to go back to the wolf store. My wolf girl is expired.
Why does that remind me of... If there's any girls there, I want to do them. Why are you attacking me? Bon appetit. Get out of here. I need a new plan. Okay. I know a charity that's live. Ooh, what's it a charity for? I'd love to do a... Love to raid a charity stream. Nitria has so much gold. We're gonna do them. We're gonna try and remember to raid Nitra at the beginning of next stream. I'll double check. Okay. Thank you.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
He attacked the darkness. Such a good bit. I know. I know we're wrapping up. A bad omen for a bad king. Loses progress, damn it.
Where's the Mountain Dew?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that one too. St. Jude's Children's Hospital? Oh, hell yeah. St. Jude's is good. Well, that sucks. We lost a little bit of gold on these raids. Involvement discovered. Damn.
New soda flavor. Mountain Dew, Bannerlord.
I think I've talked about this before, but y'all know that there's an achievement in a Mountain Blade Warband called Mountain Blade, like a big hill. Because people in the original Mountain Blade, people kept thinking it was called Mountain Blade. They have like 1,600 viewers for context. That's fine. I think for a charity, that's probably okay. I normally wouldn't raid somebody that much bigger, because it just feels... I don't know. Maybe I'm talking it up in the wrong way, but it just feels like it wouldn't be appreciated. But for charity streams, I think that's okay. Powerful vassal expects a council position. I would love to make you my Nasi. Okay. Keep our neighbors weak. After some good old-fashioned mob rule. Excellent. Donate to St. Jude already this month? Yeah, no worries. In a lot of hundreds, like 1K streams not even acknowledge raids unless they're like something along those lines. Yeah. Yeah, I don't... that's the thing. I mean, like, I'm not... At the end of the day, I'm not raiding people for my channel or for, like, my sake. I'm raiding it for them and because I want to send my community to somewhere cool, but... Do a 10-person threshold just to avoid troll raids? Oh, absolutely. Okay, yes, that's everything. Let's save here. Alright, so we haven't expanded our borders much, but we've made a little bit of progress. I think next time we're gonna finish grabbing Volhynia and Hrodna so that they start drifting into Poland. You know, they're Russian, but that's fine. I love how one of my counts has spread Polish culture into the Chervian cities. Very cool. We have a bit of religious conversions to do, which we're working on, but it's taking forever because of communal, it's one of our tenants. Communal identity, that's what it's called. Oh, I want to check, did this guy ever convert culture? No, they're still Czech. I wish... I want them to go Prussian, so that they'll convert the religion here faster, but... Oh well. Yeah, I used to try and volunteer a lot. One of the things that kept me from volunteering, actually, was just, like, not having a lot of money and free time to, and, like, needing to work with those extra... Ooh, this is a better Chancellor. And needing to work those extra hours to feed myself rather than be able to volunteer. And yeah, I get that too. I'm really suspicious of a lot of bigger charities, which is why I asked what charity it was, because, like, you know, there's a place that gets charities. Yeah, I forgot what it's called too. I used to look them up a lot. Okay, let me take a quick look at who's live just in case. But... Oh, hold on. Switch over here. So many charities are scams. They really are. It sucks. Like, just straight up, it really sucks. Okay, so... Fernita Fursuit, yeah, exactly.